before we took our break, we got a chance to look at close quarters the life of a doctor, a physician, and now we're going to get a hands-on orientation on the life of a journalist. I've got a very dear friend joining me on air in the studio, Zennifer Khalil, who works for a leading magazine and who has also written for most of the leading journals and newspapers in this part of the world. So Zennifer, Assalamu alaikum. Are you with us?
Wa alaikum assalam. Yes, I am here. How are you, Dr. Sangeet?
Thank you, Zennifer. Thanks a lot for joining us on air. And I hope you'll surely inspire a lot of our young viewers to take up a pen and take this career up.
I hope so. And I really hope I'm sounding good on air.
You are. You really are. Zennifer, let me ask you the first question. Could you tell us what a typical day is like in the life of a journalist? What is a typical day like?
Well, if you ask me about a typical day, I think, as I've mentioned, I'm a freelance writer.
Okay.
And a typical day would revolve around my house as well, because there's a housework involved and the kids are involved.
Okay.
And the best part of being a freelancer, it's very, very flexible.
Okay.
I don't have a 9-to-5 desk job. I don't have to punch my work card, or there is nothing like that.
True.
And as and when the inspiration comes in, that's when I work. So sometimes the inspiration can come at the crack of dawn.
Okay.
Or sometimes in the middle of the afternoon or any time. But I feel that the writing should be spontaneous. And as and when you get that initial inspiration, you should just sit down and jot it down on your computer or on a piece of paper or whatever.
Okay. So when the inspiration comes, does your family recognize it because you log off, right?
Yes, I log off, I cut off from them and I sit and write. Yeah.
Okay, this is inspiration time.
Just as the only thing is you should adhere to the deadline.
True, very true, very true. I'm just trying to strike a contrast between the life of a doctor, where it is again time is very structured, and your life seemed to be very interesting. When inspiration strikes, you work and make sure that the deadline is met. Yeah, Zennifer,
because it has to.
Yeah, please.
Yes, please.
Okay, what skills make you good at your job?
In my job, actually, it is mainly the listening skills.
Okay.
And the observation skills. But more than the listening skills, I would say observation. Because when you interview a person, they'll probably tell you a ready-made answer because they want to sound good,
Okay.
But when you observe them, you can learn a lot more from their body language or their mannerisms and all that. And then if you put those final finishing touches into your article, that is what gives it a human appeal and it makes it connect to the readers.
True.
Rather than writing the same kind of stuff that you add verbatim.
Exactly.
You have to put in your own touches to an article to make it really, really appealing.
Very true, very true. So I think what you're saying is it's just going beyond what is being obviously said and then trying to see what the real story is. That should be very interesting.
Yes, that's it. That is what I'm trying to say, yes.
Yeah, talking about skills, Zennifer, I'm sure that, your linguistic skills, your ability to read and write, that has to be definitely above par, right? To be in a profession like this.
Yes, you have to you have to read whatever you get your hands on.
Okay.
Whether it's a comic book or whether it's a journal or whether it's a classic. And sometimes when you start writing, those things will come automatically into the piece of paper that you are writing it down.
True.
What you want to say will flow naturally into the paper.
Exactly. And I do remember because I used to write, I have a blog, and sometimes it is what you read in Amar Chitrakatha or Tinkle, it's those.
Or Tinkle. Yes.
Exactly. Those are the things that inspire you and give context to what you're thinking about.
And sometimes even if you've done it 20 years back, it comes back immediately.
True,
that
very
particular
true.
quote or that instance, you connect with it immediately.
Exactly. Zennifer, what's irritating about your work? What's frustrating about your work?
Irritating thing is, since you're working at home as a freelancer, after you submit all your stuff, your text and your photographs or whatever, then the only thing you can do is cross your fingers and hope that it comes in print, And sometimes, because you have no connection with the design team or the layout team, and it has happened to me once in a while that, people have got the pictures mixed up.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and your clients are pretty mad at you, but you can't exactly tell them, I'm not responsible for this.
Exactly. Yeah, true. You could have
And
major
some people-
faux pas. Yeah,
some-
yeah.
Yeah, and some people, sometimes they don't take the credibility of freelancers seriously also.
Okay.
And they think freelancers, since we are not associated with any company or something, so you have to do a lot of convincing to show that you are worth your salt.
Exactly. What you're saying is you have to be much more professional than standard people working for organizations.
Yes, because you're not associated with any brand name per se.
Exactly. So your deadlines, it's only your credibility standing behind your deadlines. Yeah, true.
Yes,
Very true.
yes,
Very
and
true.
yeah, absolutely, yes.
Looks very exciting, Jennifer, because you can work from home, you write, but creative input is not easy because there's a lot of pain, when you actually come and put it down and then you wait for things to work out. Now, what makes you happy? Why are you in this profession? What gives you that kick which makes you stay in this organization, in this job?
I really love this job because at the end of the day, when you read what you've written, when you connect to people, that is really, there's a really, really feel-good factor about it. And I have met people from different walks of life. I have met reputed people like actors and musicians and artists. And I have met the so-called blue job workers also. And the normal people like students. And you talk to them and you get very, very valuable insights about people and how they are and what they do and all. And the most interesting thing is whatever they say, whatever they have achieved, ultimately it just boils down to following your passion and working with integrity. That is what everybody ultimately tells you.
True.
That this is what I love about my job.
Exactly. And I think you've summarized the success mantras in the world in 2 lines, Do what you love and then work with integrity.
Do what you're good at, yes. Exactly. And you don't have to work a day in your life. Absolutely.
True. You said you enjoy reading what you've written. Has there been occasions when you read what you've written and say, my God, did I write that? Has it happened?
Yes, sometimes that also happens. Am I actually this good or am I actually this bad? That also happens. And that's a good point actually, because you have to keep reviewing your work also.
True.
Sometimes you get sometimes you get the feedback saying that you have been misquoted, so you really have to take that aspect very seriously.
True, very true. Jennifer, thanks a lot. I'm sorry, would have loved to go on and on, but the clock is mercilessly ticking.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
thank you for the
my
opportunity.
pleasure.
I have inspired a few potential writers.
You definitely have, and I hope inshallah you'll join us on air again. Thank you, Jennifer.
Surely. Thank you, Dr. Sangeet. Thank you.
That was a journalist, and from the way she spoke and from the challenges that she presented in front of you, I'm sure it's a world that is strikingly different from the world of a doctor. And I think now we have to look at the job of an HR professional who is Miss Aarti, or the job of a software project manager, which is Jagan. Let me see who the studio has on air. Are we with, we're trying to contact one of the two. I would appreciate if Mr. Jagan is contacted first, because it would be interesting to see how the job of an engineer, a software programmer, is different from the world of a journalist and a doctor. I think we have Aarti first, and that's cool, because HR is a profession that a lot of people are looking at now, because you directly can connect with people and make an impact in their lives. So Aarti, do we have you with us?
Yes, you do.
Hi.
How are you, sir?
Thank you, Aarti. Thanks a lot for coming in, and hope you're having a great time.
My pleasure. Definitely do have things, alhamdulillah.
True. Aarti, let me try to make it quick, because we are unfortunately running out of time. So let me start with this question. Aarti, what skills make you good at your job in the HR function?
HR, as you know, is basically about humans, and it's about resourcing as well. So I think the number one trait which makes me good at my job would be patience.
Okay.
I tend to persevere a lot, because my job involves a lot of follow-up, waiting and following up, and getting back at people till my job is done. So
Okay.
perseverance is one trait that makes me good.
True.
Attention to detail, yes. We deal with people, we deal with numbers. So both of them require a lot of attention, focus.
Okay. Okay.
So attention to detail is one thing, focus is one thing, perseverance, yes, and good communication. I do consider myself a good communicator, a good listener.
True.
So I think you need a lot of human skills to be a good HR professional. So I believe I do have that in me.
Exactly. And Aarti, you made it sound so simple, but it is not, because on one side you're talking about human skills, and on the other side you're talking about attention to detail and being structured and specific. Usually these are on either sides of a continuum, so it's not easy. An HR professional's job is not easy.
But I think it's something we develop over time as well. You know, experience is a big teacher. You know, the more you are on the job, you actually learn to turn yourself as it is required to be good at your job.
True.
So I did learn a lot on the job as well. So it's definitely that's something you can develop with time and experience as well.
Exactly. Thank you for that. What is irritating about your work, Aarti? What frustrates you? You know, what makes you feel, oh my God, you know, why am I doing this?
That's a good question, yes. It actually has two perspectives to it. One is what happens on the other side, and the other thing, what's happening within me on the same day.
Okay.
Number one thing that frustrates me is actually delay.
Okay.
And when it mostly happens when you're depending on someone or something external for some kind of input or feedback based on which you have to continue with the rest of your job.
True.
And if that is delayed without a proper explanation or something, that really gets to me. It used to at one point drive me crazy. But then again, like I said before, with experience, I've learned to mellow myself down and see it as it is. Maybe the other party has a problem of their own. I tend to see it that way. So yeah, delay is one thing that frustrates me. The other thing being melodrama. So Dr. Sangeet, when you're dealing with people, there is always this element of melodrama.
True,
Sometimes
true.
it gets a bit personal. People see things differently than what you're trying to convey to them. So yeah, there are times when that used to irk me to some extent. But then I'll say that I've changed myself to maybe all this happens on the same specific day when I've had a bad experience at home. And that might be, kind of
Exactly.
shadowing my thinking and making me look at things a bit too seriously
True,
than it
true,
really is.
true.
So yeah, it's two perspectives. It's something to do with me and of course the external factors as well.
I fully understand, because you know what you do probably depends on so many other deliverables, you know, which come in from factors that you can't influence. But people are not usually quite patient, you know. So I understand that. Aarti ji, one last question. What is that one thing that really makes you happy about your job? What makes you satisfied? What aspect of your job satisfies you the most?
That's a very beautiful question, because one of my main areas of work is related to medical insurance services. So, sir, whenever I've had a case where suppose I help somebody, say, with a huge medical claim for a medical treatment, in the end, all they do is suppose just call me back and say, what you have done for me today has helped me, with a very major operation. Otherwise, I don't know how I would have arranged for that. So God bless you.
Exactly.
That one line makes you feel that you're making a difference to somebody. Somebody is going to remember you for something good, that there was someone who helped me in a tricky time, and may God bless that person. You have a prayer, you have a good wish, and you're making a difference in somebody's life. So that means a lot to me. I've always wanted to be remembered for good work as a good human being, somebody who touched somebody's life,
Sure.
That element which I get to do with my job, dealing with human resources, dealing with people,
True.
and making them smile, giving them something good to remember me for.
Exactly.
That I think is the brilliant aspect of my work.
Thank you, Aarti. Thanks a lot. I'm sure people would have seen the difference in the worlds of these professionals. Thank you for joining us on air. Thanks a lot, Aarti.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you.
My pleasure. We might probably have time to squeeze one or two questions, short questions to Mr. Jagan. Can I request the studio to contact Mr. Jagan before we wind up for the day and before we present the other plethora of wonderful programs that NTV has for you? Jagan works as a seasoned software project manager, and he is usually involved in projects of tremendous value, which involves hundreds of people, couple of years to finish implementation. So he's doing a very challenging job. Do we have Jagan on air with us, please? Jagan, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, Jagan. We have saved the best for last, but unfortunately, we are really running out of time. People in the studio are glaring their eyes at me. So, thank you for joining us. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I've given a brief introduction about your profile. So, let me jump into the question right away. Jagan, what are the skills that make you successful at your job?
Sorry, can you repeat that question, please?
What are the skills that make you successful at your job?
Yeah, good domain knowledge should be there, and good people management, and you need to have a lot of patience, and you need to know about the domain which you are, that is currently I am working in a bank, so you need to have a lot of banking knowledge as well. And most important is good human relationship for the kind of job that I am doing, which is project management and team management. That's the main skills that is required.
It's quite interesting. Being in software, usually people think, or probably in projects, people think it's all about systems and MS project and applications. But you talked about people, quite interesting. People management.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed, I think that's the number one challenge. What frustrates you at work, Jagan? What is most irritating about the job you do?
Yeah, see, in case in the project management, which is the field that I'm mainly dealing with, the software project management, you will have lots of targets to meet, and sometimes you will not end up meeting those targets. Those kind of things will have a little bit frustration, but that is part of the job, and that's where we need to deal with these situations. And also we need to overcome such type of irritations or frustrations, whatever you call, which is there in every job. So do this project management also has its own ups and downs, and this needs to be tackled by an efficient project manager.
Very true.
Which is what is all about.
I agree. I think it's all about being able to handle uncertainty without actually, upsetting people
and managing. Situations, there can be difficult situations when you don't meet the targets or when you don't meet the deadlines. So these are some of the things which has to be dealt.
Exactly. One last question. What makes you happy about your job? What is it that makes you feel, wow, I've done it?
Yeah, my job is very interesting because it is not the same thing that I do every day.
Okay.
Each day is a new challenge, and we'll have new targets, issues, and we need to find solutions for that. Though the end goal would be, say for example, if I am managing a big core banking project, which is the goal, is the end goal. But in between, we'll have a lot of challenges, lot of issues to solve, daily targets to be met. So it is not a routine or a monotonous job. It's more like new challenges will be faced every day. And you will never know what the challenge will be there and when it will be faced.
True.
So it's more of a surprising things that happen in every step, and which we should be prepared to face and deal with it.
True. Thank you, Jagan. Thanks a lot, for presenting us a totally different world, the world of software projects and deadlines and high value projects, long challenges and, things that go on and on. Thank you, Jagan. Thanks a lot for joining us on air. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks. Thank you.
I thank the studio for connecting all these four professionals meticulously and being able to take a snapshot of their lives and present it in front of you. This was just an example. Young friends, follow the career advice that we gave you, and finally, when you're stuck with one or two jobs, use conversational research to make your final choice. And I hope you all do it, and I hope you all do it in a scientific manner so that you can all find jobs which you would be successful in and which you would be very, very happy doing. We wish you all the very best. It was a pleasure staying with you in the last 3 episodes discussing careers. We'll be back again next Saturday with a more interesting topic, eminent experts with us in the studio, and we'll of course support you all the way till you touch the stars. So this is from the NTV team with Chanchal and Jidesh. This is Sangeet Ibrahim logging off for the day. See you next week. God bless.